Hey guys, it's cbgray coming to you guys live in another Destiny video. How are you guys doing today? So in today's video, guys, we got a lot to talk about, but first I just want to start off by saying thank you for the support on my last few videos for both of these d.f.a videos. Really do appreciate that, and thank you for the continued support on Twitch as well, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by and having fun with me on the Twitch page. If you're ever interested in following that is twitch.tv/cbgray. So now that we've gotten that out the way, what do I want to talk about today, guys? So This Week at Bungie this week for May 31st came out, and it says that we're preparing for the future. So in that, what are they really talking about today? Well, the big things that I at least saw that I want to report on first is that the Destiny 2 Year 2 reveal is, as you can see, on Tuesday, June 5th at 9 AM Pacific. So that's very, very soon. That's this coming Tuesday, come reset. And it says, this will be the beginning of a conversation that will last all summer long. You won't want to miss it. We hope to see your names in chat as you give us your hot takes and spam these emotes. So that's the first thing, guys. That's really, really big, because really, if you heard anything from any content creator, including myself, you're always hearing Warmind's good, but what's going to save Destiny 2 is September. Like, Destiny 2 is in a bad place, but September is going to save it. Destiny 2 is dead, but this, as you know, September is going to save it. Well, is September going to save it? I don't know, but I'm assuming that this is going to be the first quick taste on what we can expect come September, come the Taken Queen size expansion. So it's definitely exciting to hear about that we're gonna already get a taste of what's to come. So I am excited about that, guys, because I feel like that's gonna be very important with keeping the fan base over the summer. I think they need to have something big at E3, and I think that they need to really come strong with this as well. So I'll be reporting on that on Tuesday, guys, but until then, just know to set your calendars for 9 AM Pacific, and that's what's gonna be going on Tuesday. Now let's move over, guys. Let's talk about the return of faction rallies. So it says Destiny Update 1.2.1 brought improvements to faction rallies for Season 3. Back in March, the season's team discussed their overall goals for the event. Today we'll revisit those goals and outline the changes that have been made to them. So let's look at it. It says pledging to a faction should be a meaningful choice. Players may now only pledge to one faction per account. I agree with that. During a faction rally event. Reputation progress is retained through multiple events, and it will not be reset during the season, even if a player changes allegiance. And then each faction offers unique rewards, such as an exotic armor ornament or masterwork catalyst for exotic weapons, which is huge, guys. That's something that faction rallies need, because in my opinion, they're pointless. I never had a purpose of doing them, but if you add masterwork catalysts and exotic ornaments, that might actually make me want to do it, because I've thought up to this point that faction rallies have been a waste of time. Faction rallies have dealt with their fair share of bugs. Faction rallies are throttling experience, and I just thought they were bad. I liked in Destiny 1 how I could go to dead orbit and grind shaders at any point in time, and I don't recall asking Bungie to change that. But Bungie's notorious for changing things that I don't ask them to change. So I'm glad that they're moving in the right direction, guys. So as you can see from these pictures, it looks like we have a Graviton Lance, a Sunshot, and that looks to be a Sweet Business, I believe, but we'll take a look and see. So it says Dead Orbit will offer the Eye of Another World ornament and the Graviton Lance catalyst, which you can see in this picture right here. It's an interesting looking helmet, but I definitely want. And then it says New Monarchy will offer the Crest of Alpalupi ornament and the Sweet Business catalyst. We have Future War Cult will offer the Knucklehead Radar ornament and the Sunshot catalyst. So those are the three catalysts, just like I said. So it's looking like I'm going to be Team Dead Orbit, as I already always am, trying to get that Graviton Lance catalyst. So it says seasonal vendor progression. Each faction now features ranks, which players can reach by earning faction tokens. That's good. And faction rank ups rewards will continue to grant legendary armor and weapons past rank 30, which will also be dope. So as you can see, guys, they're definitely trying to put a lot more effort into these faction rallies, and as it says, faction rallies should provide a unique gameplay experience and not simply be a reward layer on top of an existing game, which I do agree with, because it just added no value to the game or no in-game experience to me. It just was pointless. It says additionally, these events should build interest in lost sectors and armor ornament objectives. That was a little bit of a mouthful. It says faction rallies now feature the Renown system. After pledging to a faction, players may earn Renown by completing a public event or patrol, or by defeating high value targets on destinations. Players who loot a lost sector with Renown active will receive significantly more faction tokens than usual. The more stacks of Renown they have, the more faction tokens they earn. Renown is a loss when players are defeated by enemies, so be careful when you're attempting to loot a lost sector with high renown. Oh cool, so that's something I guess that's incentivizing people to kind of really grind. It says Renown increases the level of challenge in a gameplay. Health regeneration is vastly reduced, all stacks levels. Enemy kills have a chance to drop health orbs. Player damage decreased, scales will stack up to 5, and incoming damage increased as well. And that scales will stack up to 5 as well. So that's something that we'll know more about when we actually play it. This is while Renown is active on a player, others around them can see which faction the player has pledged to. Wow guys, so look at that. So that's actually pretty dope. So that is incentive to grind. Like look at that. That is actually very, very, very cool looking. And a step in the right direction to adding value to these things. Like I saw people grinding faction rallies and not even wearing the faction stuff. So I think that this is huge. This looks really cool guys, and that actually excites me. So I'm looking forward to that. And it says Renown displays which faction a guardian is pledged to, but only from a third person view. The functionality applies to all players. So that's dope guys. Now let's look at the guns. So it looks like faction rallies will continue to feature a winner's offering to the faction that earned the most rank packages during a given event. These rewards will then be available in the rank up reward pool in the following event. During season 1 and 2, New Monarchy dominate the charts. We're eager to see whether Dead Orbit or Future Warcult can rank up some wins. They've been getting crushed. So it looks like guys we have a Dead Orbit shotgun, a New Monarchy rocket, and a Future Warcult sidearm is what it looks like. This says faction rallies will be available Tuesday, June 5th at 10 AM and through the following week reset. We'll continue to collect feedback once faction rallies are live. So that's really the biggest thing that we have guys. Then we have some Crucible Lab talk, and I'm not going to go too into depth on that. Basically, I still feel like Crucible Lab still has a lot of work to go, but I think that Bungie's intentions are good. And I do feel like it's going to take some time before they can really implement that system in a great way where we can get feedback and changes can be made quickly. But I do really think that those are the correct intentions. It's just going to be on execution at this point. So I'm happy about that guys. So lastly, it says turning to the protocol. Escalation Protocol has been a hot topic since the release of Warmind. We've been tracking feedback ranging from difficulty to fireteam size. Design lead Jacob Benton and design lead Ben Womack are making some changes to the experience. It says the moment this weekly update goes live, the power levels from Escalation Protocols will be lowered in waves 4 through 7. Waves 1 through 3 are changed and will remain at 370 power. So still watch out for that level 2 wizard boss. Players who have stayed on Mars since before the update will need to return to orbit and land on Mars again to see the following changes. It says the old wave values, we have 370 all the way to 3, 385 all the way to 5, and 400 to 7. And in this one now we have 370 for the first, it looks like 3, and we have 380 for 4 and 5, and then 385 for 6 and 7. So they got rid of the 400 power level, which is, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't too upset with the power level. It just would have been nice if there was a little more matchmaking. If you could go into Patrol with 6 players, I think that would honestly just make it better. I think Patrol has needed 6 players for a long time. It says, note, to avoid matchmaking into an area that has been running since before the change, wait a short time after this update. This is how we're making the change. Normally, changing enemy power levels requires a patch, but during development, we created a unique server flag which can flip between 2 sets of powers for all Escalation Protocol enemies, which sounds like they already realized that was going to happen. It says reason for change. We've been looking at our internal data while listening to all your feedback. Since the launch of Warmind raiding these stacks, not as many players are attempting Escalation Protocol with the fire team of 3 as our design intended, mostly because of how difficult Wave 6 and 7 are. Tweaking the difficulty of Wave 6 and 7 very quickly through power level changes is something that we can do right away. So I guess that's good for the entirety of players if it means more players are going to be attempting the Escalation Protocol. So lastly, in update 1.2.1, an issue I know that they're already talking about is that Nightfall unique rewards are not dropping, guys, and that's a big thing that's going to be a problem right now because everybody wants d.f.a. and no one can get d.f.a, and I think that's another reason why my video is doing so well, and I once again appreciate you guys for watching that. But right now the d.f.a Nightfall is bugged, so if you're grinding for d.f.a, please stop grinding. So guys, that's really it from this week at Bungie. I also just wanted to talk a little bit about update 1.2.1, just talking about some of the exotics that are getting a buff, the armor, whether it's the Mechaneer's Trick Sleeves, the Dragon Shadow. We have the Lion Rampant for the Titan, as well as the Syntheseps. And then the big one that the one I really care about is the Warlock Lunification Boots, the one I feel like is making the most noise. And that's now allows your Rift to continuously reload weapons while you or allies stand in it. Empowering Rifts grants a boost to weapon range and aim assist. So that's OP. So definitely really happy about that, guys. It says they fixed some weapons such as like Skyburner's Oath and Suros, fixed the exotic masterwork for Meta. They talked about Crucible Labs. They talked about fixing a little bit of the public events in Mars. And then in Strikes, they removed Exodus Crash from the Strike playlist. And something that was really big that I did like, guys, is Heroic Strikes now have a chance, 25% chance to award powerful engrams of up to 360 power, which I think will incentivize people to do Heroic Strikes a little bit more when they're grinding their power, like Destiny 1 did back in the day. People grinded Heroic Strikes to get stronger. So lastly, guys, that's the majority of what I had to talk about. The other thing that was also interesting, under the raid tab, it says the raid vendor will now have a unique performance after you have completed Spire Stars. So if you've beaten Spire Stars, go take a look at Benedict and I guess go see what that unique performance is. So guys, lastly, they fixed some things with the Clan XP Milestone engram, so now you can go get your Clan XP Milestone engram and it will be as strong as it's supposed to be. And lastly, they fixed some things with the Prismatic Matrix, but who really cares about that? So that's really about it for me, guys, on updates for what's going on with Destiny 2 for this week. Backtracking to last week, really wasn't happy with Iron Banner. I felt like the weapons were very lackluster. I felt like the weapons were also very, very unimpressive. And lastly, I think that it's unacceptable that the emote that's a part of the Iron Banner loot was locked behind a paywall. I think that that's wrong. I think that Bungie's already on such a short lease as it is. I just can't imagine why they thought that was a good idea. And the fact that people are digging into their wallets is only supporting this behavior. So it's just another feels bad moment, but I'm not surprised anymore. I'm sad about it, but I'm not surprised. That's what Bungie does. So get in the comment box below, guys. Let me know what you think about this week at Bungie. Let me know what you're thinking about faction rallies. Let me know what you're thinking about Crucible Labs. Let me know what you're thinking about everything that we mentioned today, guys. Let me know if you guys have anything that you disagreed with what I was talking about. And let me know if you guys are excited about the Destiny 2 Year 2 reveal. That is June 5th on Tuesday at 9 AM Pacific again. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment box below, guys. Thank you so much for the continued support. If you like the video and you want to see more videos like this, definitely smash the like button and hit the subscribe and hit the bell if you want to get notifications. Also, if you do want to check out the Twitch streams as well, like I said, it's twitch.tv/cbgray. We'd love to see you guys around. And with that, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next Destiny video. Thanks. I love you guys.